In the heat of a professional volleyball match, when everything is on the line, sometimes a coach makes a call that just makes you go, wait, what? Today, we're going to break down one of those exact moments. A super high-stakes gamble in a match between Bulgaria and Iran, where the team's main playmaker was suddenly thrown into a totally new role, right in the middle of a game.
Okay, let's just dive right in. I mean, the title from our source material here says it all. The exclamation points are definitely earned. Because this wasn't just some minor substitution. No, this was a massive shift in team strategy, and it all revolved around one ridiculously talented player.
So to really get why this was such a huge deal, we've got to set the stage. You need to understand who Simeon Nikolov is for this Bulgarian team and the kind of pressure he was under in this must-win match.
All right, so Nikolov is Bulgaria's star setter. If you're new to the sport, think of him as the quarterback. He's the orchestrator. The entire offense, every single attack, flows through his hands. He's the tactical brain out there on the court, which makes what was about to happen so wild.
But in this game against Iran, something was, well, it was off. You could hear the commentators picking up on it. His usually perfect automatic setting, the whole foundation of Bulgaria's offense, it was just starting to waver. The rhythm was gone, and that forced the coach to do something drastic.
And this is where things get really interesting. Let's look at the decision itself. This wasn't just, subbing out a player who's having a rough day. This was a complete tactical overhaul happening live, right in front of everyone.
Just look at the difference here. It's night and day. The coach moved Nikolov from being the team's brain to being its main weapon. He went from creating the plays to finishing the plays. It's really like telling your star quarterback, hey, forget passing, go line up as a receiver and catch the ball. It's just not something you see every day.
So, the thinking behind this was actually twofold. First, you bring in a veteran setter, Stanov, to just calm everything down, get back to basics, and stabilize the offense. And second, you unleash Nikolov in this brand new, totally unpredictable role as a hitter.
And let me tell you, this wasn't just a cool idea on paper. The payoff was instant. Iran's entire defense looked like they had no idea what just hit them.
And this right here is the biggest advantage you get from a move like this. Pure, unadulterated shock value. Think about it. Teams spend hours studying scouting reports on every hitter. But a scouting report on Nikolov's attacking tendencies, it probably didn't even exist. Iran was flying completely blind.
And he made them pay for it right away. 2 big points scored almost immediately after he switched. He wasn't just filling a spot out there, he was a legitimate scoring threat, proving to everybody that he's way more than just a setter. And then there was this awesome side effect. By keeping Nikolov, a tall player, in the front row as a hitter next to another big guy, Bulgaria suddenly created this massive wall at the net. It was the biggest block they could possibly field, and it gave them a defensive advantage they didn't have before. But, and there's always a but, isn't there? For all the brilliance of this tactical shift, it couldn't cover up a much deeper problem the team was having. And that problem was about to cost them.
Just look at that number, over 23 service errors. I mean, that's just giving away free points. You're basically handing your opponent an entire set on a silver platter. There's no tactical trick in the book that can consistently overcome that many mistakes.
And it wasn't just their own serves that were the problem. You could hear the absolute frustration in the commentators' voices as Bulgaria just could not handle Iran's serves. Serve reception is one of the most fundamental parts of the game, and for them, it was just falling apart.
So, when it all came down to it, the story was pretty simple. No matter how clever the Nikolov switch was, it didn't matter because the team couldn't get the first touch right. This lapse of attention, as the source puts it, yeah, that was the ballgame right there.
But even though the gamble didn't win them the set, this whole wild sequence showed us something really special about the player at the very center of it all. This moment was about more than just one game.
This quote from the commentary, imagining what Nikolov must have been thinking, just sums up his attitude perfectly. It's that rare combination of skill, confidence, and a total team-first mentality. In a moment of chaos, his attitude was just, "Coach, put me wherever you need me, I got this."
So really what this whole thing highlights is just how unbelievably versatile Nikolov is. He's not just a setter who can kinda hit, he's not just a hitter who can set if he has to. He showed he can perform multiple skills at an elite level, all while under the brightest lights. That's special.
Which leaves us with this final, big question to think about. Was the coach's move a stroke of pure tactical genius, a brilliant chess move? Or was it a desperate last-ditch effort from a team that was running out of answers? You know, in sports, the truth is, it was probably a little bit of both.